Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
For the radio.
All righty, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good, folks. And all the way from Texas, we got to go to SammySadler.com. You can check out this young man that we're talking to, but he's got a brand new single out, and we'll let him tell all about it that's going on with that. But Tommy knows him a little bit, and so, but he agreed to come on anyway. So, Sammy, you there with us?
How you doing this morning?
Man, we're good. We're good. How about you?
Man, I am doing well. Thank you for having me on with you this morning, Stephen.
Oh, we're glad to have you, man. Now, what part of Texas are you in?
I am in a town called Bonham, Texas, about 45 minutes northeast of Dallas.
Man, that's where all the big music's coming out of now.
Oh,
Everybody's gone to red dirt country. I mean, everybody's gone country and all that. So I love it. Yep, absolutely love it. Now, were you raised in Texas, or where was you raised at?
I was born in Memphis, Tennessee, but been raised in Texas. It's about all of my life.
Well, where's your hat? You got to...
Man, I'm about going to have to hardly start wearing one. I'm losing all my hair.
Yeah, I know how that is. I used to wear a hat and cowboy boots, but then somebody thought I was a truck driver, so I went to fedora. I said, heck for that. We got Tommy, you going to say good morning?
Well, yeah, Sammy, good morning. It's Tommy Townsend.
Hey, Tommy, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Man, it's been a long time since we've seen each other, man. How are you doing?
I've been great. Just making music, making liquor, and all that good stuff. So,
yeah. Well, awesome, man. So good to talk to you.
Yeah. Stephen told me he was going to be on. I said, I know Sammy.
Yeah.
That's thanks for being nice to Tommy.
Yeah.
Hey, man, Tommy's always been nice to me, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy. There ain't no doubt about it. You've got a heck of a story, though. You know, you actually started your career back years ago, and like I say, in Nashville, and they actually really, I mean, you always hear these musicians say, well, Nashville tried to kill me. You really got out just barely with your life in Nashville, man, and got a book that you talk about it. Can you talk about that just a little bit before we get into the music?
Yeah, Stephen, man, I went to Nashville just like everybody else, I guess, wanted to pursue a country music career. And I got an independent deal when I was 18 years old. And, back in those days, they wouldn't cut albums on you right then. So they'd cut singles on you and kind of see how they did. And, by the time from 18 to 21, I had six nationally charted records and had the old Aaron Neville song, Tell It Like It Is. And that was my sixth and fastest rising single. But on March 9th, 1989, tragedy struck us. And my friend Kevin Hughes, who was a chart manager for Cashbox Magazine, he was shot and murdered, and I was shot and left for dead. And it's known around the world as a murder on Music Row.
Well, that's a heck of a story. I love country music period. And anyway, I kind of Googled all that last night. That's a heck of a story, and that you've and a heck of a time to go through something like that, man, the tragedy like that. But now you have got a book, which I am going to get, and I want to hear it, A Hit with a Bullet. I think that's the name of the book. Is that right?
That's correct. Yes, it's called A Hit with a Bullet: The Real Murder on Music Row, and it's out on my website. It's out on Amazon, and now we've got it out on Audible if anybody wants to listen to it.
See, there's what I've got to do. I can't read what.
Yeah, Stephen can't read.
No, I can't read.
Well, I think you'll enjoy it if you get it and listen to it. It's got some different things in it that normal books don't have, and it's got some music, it's got sound effects, so I think it'll bring your attention to some of it.
Yeah, but that's a heck of a story, man, and that was a big deal back then.
Sammy, I remember the day after that happened, actually. I remember hearing about that. Yeah, I was down there.
That was 89.
Was you on Music Row?
Yeah, that was about the time, Waylon was recording, producing my stuff, him and Jerry Bridges. And, I remember hearing about that like the day after that happened.
Well, Waylon's, Tommy, wasn't Waylon's studio down there past Tavern on the Green there?
Yeah, right there. Well, it's where Warner Brothers is now. That's
RT3. We recorded Tell It Like It Is in Waylon's studio.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
Don Carty was the one.
Don Carty, that's right.
Him and Brent now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you're back at hitting it, trying to get the music career going, man. You got a wonderful voice. I love the album that you released, 1989. You did a lot of covers on this. Tell It Like It Is, Church on the Cumberland Road, and done a real good job. I love that. But now you've got a brand new single out, right?
I do. Everything's Gonna Be All Right is the title of my new album that we haven't released yet, but that's going to be the new title, and it's called Everything's Gonna Be All Right. Bill Labonte and Steve Warner wrote this song.
I've heard it. I've actually heard it. Yeah, I'm in the loop like that, Tommy. I got to hear it. They sent it to me.
Good.
Yeah, they sent it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there.
Steve was a mover and shaker on Music Row. Yeah.
He's on the list.
Yeah, I'm on the list. Yeah.
There you go.
Not the good list, but anyway, we were talking about Kitty Wells a while ago, and Tommy like, oh, I got to sing with Kitty Wells. So let that roll out on the floor, but what are you going to do? But
Oh, man.
y'all go check out SammySadler.com, man. He is out and about trying to get this started. And his book, man, And I mean, what a heck of a story. I mean, this is Nashville history right here that was made in a sad way. And but that was I mean, I'm glad you made it through it, man. I know you had a lot of struggles with that. So tell us about the career, man. How's it going? I mean, have you recently started back, or is this something you've been?
No, you know, I've never went away, man. I've been out, and I've had 3 record deals, and you know, kind of like Tommy. I mean, Tommy's had deals too, and man, it seems like we always get something going. Then the record label either you know, shifts personnel, and sometimes when all that happens, you get lost in the shuffle. And, you know, I've been on 2 labels where they've gotten bought out, and then 6, 7, 8 weeks or 2 months down the road, they end up putting for sale signs in the front yard and closing down the Nashville country divisions. And that's what's kind of left my music unheard, so to speak. And, man, it's just been a crazy roller coaster ride, but I've never went away. You know, I've been out on the road, and back in 2012 and 13, I had a tour together with myself and Doug Stone, and run that for a year. And then 2015 to around 18, I run another show called Taking the Country Back with myself, Ken Mellons, and Jeff Carson. And then COVID hit, and we haven't done anything since then. But now we're gearing back up to come back out and putting a new band together and getting ready to just you know, try to get back out there and bring my music back to the people. We've got a record out here in Texas. I think it's 54, I think, this week on this Texas chart out here. And we got a brand new video with Everything's Gonna Be All Right. The Heartland Channel picked it up, and Country Fix is fixing to pick it up. So we're just gearing back up to come back and start playing some country music again.
Well, I'm reading right here in 2001, you released the album 1989. That's when I was listening. It was produced by Buddy Hite. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Buddy, you know, Buddy's a good guy, and he's been producing all of my current stuff. And, you know, I think that album turned out to be a good album.
Yeah, that's a good album. It really is. I mean, and you got a great voice too. I mean,
oh, well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You did a thing with Audium, didn't you, with Chuck Rhodes too?
I did. That album there was on Audium.
Yeah,
and I think you're over there there too, aren't you, Tommy?
Currently there now. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah.
I'm not. I got a song out there.
Winner in the Can You Top This, right?
Yeah, I got a song out there about dating your cousin, but it ain't going nowhere. I don't understand. It's a good song.
They released that. Where'd they release that, down in Arkansas?
Yeah, pretty much. Alabama, L.A. I tell everybody
Alabama.
L.A.
In one county.
But it's booming down there, man. I ain't kidding you.
Look out now. Look
It's
out.
booming down there. Sure. But now you did a duet with T. Graham Brown. You got T. Graham Brown on here?
Well, yeah, we were lucky enough. You know, we took records from that era of 1989, and T. Graham Brown came in and sang with me on Darlene, and then I've got Larry Stewart singing with me on Bluest Eyes in Texas, and then we had Marty Rayburn and Shenandoah sing Church on the Cumberland Road with us.
That is awesome. Now, I love T. Graham Brown. I actually kind of know him a little bit, you know, but he is just the coolest guy ever.
Yeah, and his voice is just like wine, man. It sounds like it just gets better with age, man.
Oh, man, don't you know? But that had to be, I mean, you know, doing duets with people like that, you know, people that you look up to, I mean, that would have to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a humbling experience, man. I mean, you know, for me, you know, it's like, man, I listened to those guys whenever I was out and kind of growing up on their music, man, and then have them be able to sing with you on the album, man, just a humbling experience, man.
I've got your record, Sammy, downloaded on my Spotify playlist.
Oh, well, thank you,
I
Tommy.
do. Yeah.
appreciate
Heck yeah.
Thank
He
you,
said
brother.
that because he's hoping you'll download his.
Well, as a matter of
hint.
fact, I know I got a copy of it because we were there at Audium, so I've got a
Yeah.
few copies of some of those guys that are there with us.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
well,
So
now,
what's
folks,
the
y'all can
future
go.
look like, Sammy? What do you got planned?
Well, we're working on, like I said, we're putting a new band together and coming back out on the road, and I've got a few people that I can't say anything about right now, but that era of the '90s, I've got a few artists that we're talking to that had some hit records back then, and we're thinking about putting another tour together with me and one or two other artists, and hopefully in the next 60 days I'll be able to announce something and hopefully be able to. We're going to bring that out on the road as well. So I'm looking forward to it and kind of excited about it.
Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, that sounds cool.
I feel like there's a resurge in '90s country music out here, and people that are just kind of swinging back to that kind of music. And I think people want to hear it, and I think people are hungry to hear that kind of music again. And from what I can tell, a bunch of '90s artists are having resurges and having big shows, and people coming out to the shows more now than they did whenever they had hits. So, I just think there's a surge for that kind of music again, and thank goodness that's the kind of music and the kind of singer I am. I'm not red dirt country, and I'm just country music, man.
That's the thing though. I growed up like y'all did, and with Waylon and all that, and Doug Stone. Man, I love Doug Stone, man. I mean, he is great. And but this new stuff, and I don't want to knock it. I don't want to knock it, but it's just like the same tune with different words, and I just can't get into it, man. I mean, just so many pickup trucks and beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Slinging mud.
yeah, slinging mud. But it's sad that we're where we're at. I mean, you've got like Sammy here. He's got some great music, and you got Tommy, his music. Well, anyway, and then you got.
Man, this is a rough show this morning.
It is, boy. Yeah.
But I mean, you think about it. I mean, here you got Alan Jackson. He can't even get played on the radio nowadays. I mean, it's just like, where is this going? And then luckily for like us, radio stations like us, it gets it out there, and you start getting a following. Independent radio stations with independent artists, which I love to support. You start building a following, and it's starting to grow. It's starting to grow. I mean, it's unreal. What is the guy that wrote that song? It Must Be the Whiskey. What was that?
Oh, Josh Morningstar.
Yeah, who'd he write that for?
Cody Jinks.
Cody Jinks. Don't even get played on the radio. He's got like 12 gold records right now.
Yeah, Josh has got a gold record for that. Yeah.
So that's proof in the pudding that it can be done.
Absolutely, I think music of that era back in those days, the songs, they meant something, and they tell a story, man. It's about life, and it's music is powerful, and it's healing to a lot of people. And the music back then was just it was about the stories, man, is stories of people's lives,
So now,
Sammy, when you get your deal put together for the future, where can people find it that will get more information on what's going on with Sammy Sadler?
Just watch our website at sammysadler.com. My Facebook, my original Facebook with the blue check, got hacked 8 months ago, and I lost 17,000 followers. And we've had to start a new Facebook right now. It's called Sammy Sadler Official. So go there, and on you can get all my music stuff on all the streaming and downloading sites, but Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and my website, sammysadler.com.
Yeah, you can't miss that. Got a great website. It's got a lot of information on it, a lot of links to different stuff and all that he's got going on. So maybe we get you down here. I know Tommy, he has a couple of gigs down here at the Granddaddy Mim's Moonshine. You need to come down here and sit down on a bar stool.
Sammy,
Man, I'd love to, man.
Yeah, you got my number. Just message me or whatever. Yeah, we'll
I
figure
will,
that out
man.
sometime. That'd be good.
He pays $200. I'm just going to throw that out there for you.
Is it 200 and all the moonshine or what?
Yeah,
No, just 200.
$200 plus you have to pay for your room.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like I'm in the music business.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Yeah. Send me a message. We'd love to get you at the distillery.
Yeah, man.
That'd be awesome.
Get you down
Love
here.
to see you. Love to see you again, Tommy.
Yeah, love to see you too.
So let me ask you something. I mean, this is something I kind of asked, and everybody always asks. Who, when you growing up, when you're, how old are you? You're a little younger than I think. What are you, 25, 26?
Today I'm 86.
Okay. Who were some of the musicians you really looked
I'm
up to?
56, Stephen.
Who were some of the musicians you really, that was your go-to when you was growing up?
Well, when I was young, it was Elvis. I was an Elvis freak, man, whenever I was young. And then as I got older, man, and I, started listening to country music, I mean, it was George Jones and Johnny Cash and Marty Robbins. And I mean, there's just so many of them, man. I mean, there's so many great artists, in that era.
That's the thing about it too. And like, if a Don Williams song comes on, just the first part of it, or a Waylon song, or you knew who it was.
Yeah, you know exactly who it is.
And now you have to keep listening. And halfway through the song, you have to actually look and say, well, who is this guy? Because they all sound the same to me, But yeah, I'm a huge Milli Vanilli fan. Do you like Milli Vanilli?
He has stripped them this morning, folks.
I'm sorry. I'm all about good music.
Yeah. That's because Steven has to. He can't sing, so he has to track everything himself.
Hey, we're fixing to start a tribute band, Milli Vanilli. Me and Packy are Milli Vanilli.
There you go.
We can't figure out which one's gonna be Milli and which gonna be Vanilli, but we.
Oh my goodness.
So anyway, we got our dreadlocks bought already. So
there you go,
Sammy. We want you back on, man. Definitely want you back on. And when
man,
you get all
thank
this
you
tour,
so much.
You get this tour thing settled up. We want to know. We want to know who, what, when, and where. And then, like I said, I'll keep pressuring Tommy over here. See if I can't bump it up about 250 and get you down here.
Yeah.
And
that'd be good.
You can stay at my house. I mean, if you come down, save you a little money. You have to sleep in the middle, but other than that, it'll be all right.
And Steve would charge you rent to do that.
Yeah, I'm bad to snore too. My wife tells me, but I can't.
Oh my goodness, son! Look out.
Yeah. SammySadler.com. Y'all go check him out. Anything else we left out, brother?
No, man, just thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to talk to you and Tommy and you guys. And thank you for having me on and sharing my story and a little bit about my music, man. I appreciate it.
Well, we want you back, man. I love supporting independent artists, no doubt about it. And I love your story, and I love your music. I mean, no doubt. Y'all go check out SammySadler.com. Everything's right there. Take you to all the links. And like I said, and hopefully we'll have him in Union County here for you.
We'll work on that. Just send me a message, Sammy, or if you got I don't know if we've got
I will.
each other's numbers, or I know we used to. But.
When I was going to send you his number, but he told me not to. Is it okay to go ahead and send you your number to Tommy?
Yeah, send it. Give it to him.
Okay. Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah, it'd be fine, man.
You know he's going to be calling you, right?
That'd be all right, man. We hadn't talked in a long time.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Go check out SammySadler.com, man. We appreciate you. We're going to get your music going here. And like I said, thank you so much. We'll get you back on here another day, too, see what's going on.
Thank you, guys. Y'all have a great
Good to
day.
see you, Sammy.
All right, man. Take care.
Thank you for spending a little time with us. And remember, you can tune in every morning at WJULradio.com at 8 a.m. Eastern. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook, The Morning Dish.